Hey guys, this is Jay. Today we are going to see how to design this super cool poster in Photoshop. Before getting started, download the project file, link in the description. With the project file, it will be much easier for you to follow this tutorial. So download the project file. In case if you want that completely designed .psd file means hit the like button. Soon after reaching 100 likes, I'll give you the download link. Fine, let's get started. First go to the project file. There you'll see a project PSD. Open the file inside Photoshop. This one is a design ready file. I have given you the color palette, the colors we are going to use in this design. First, let's drop in our background image. Again, go to the project file, drag and drop the background image. Make sure to place it inside a background folder. Now enable free transform tool, Ctrl T and resize it. Fine. Next, I'm going to create a color lookup layer. This one, I'm going with option as futuristic bleak. Fine. Next I'm going to drop in our model image. For that, select the image group, create a layer, go to project file, drag and drop the model image inside our canvas. This one is neatly cropped. Now enable free transform tool, Ctrl T and resize the model image. Fine, all settled with this one. Next we are going to drop in our stock image. Select the background group. Now go to the project file. Open the as stock image inside Photoshop. Now drag and drop the stock image inside our canvas. I'll place it inside a new group. I'll name it as hair. Fine. Now enable free transform tool and resize the stock image. I'm going to place this one on left side here. Fine. Next I'm going to create 3 to 4 more duplicate copies. Then I'm going to enable free transform tool, Ctrl T, resize it. If you want, give a slight rotation. We are going to create a flying dramatic kind of hairstyle. Fine. Once you're done, now we're going to add color lookup layer. For that, create a new color lookup layer right above the hair group. Now right click and clip mask the adjustment layer. There I'm going to select drop blue option. Next we are going to drop in our wings image. For that, go to the project file. Open the wings image inside Photoshop. Drag and drop the image inside our canvas. Now create a new group. Place the stock image inside the new group. I'll name it as wings. Next, enable free transform tool, Ctrl T and resize the stock image. I'll place it here. Next, we are going to create a duplicate copy. Ctrl J. Now enable free transform tool, Ctrl T and flip the image horizontally. Move to left side. Now our wing stock image is ready. Next we are going to create color lookup layer. Create a color lookup layer right above the wings group. Now right click and clip mask the layer. I'm going to select futuristic bleak option. Fine. Next we are going to edit our model image. Select the model image, create a masking layer. Now go to color picker, select black color. Now pick the brush tool. I'm going to select soft round brush, this one. Now zoom in and mask the air part of the model image so that it blends with the background stock image neatly. Once you're done, next we are going to create series of color adjustment layers. Let's start by creating a color lookup layer. Now right click and clip mask the layer. I'm going with futuristic bleak option, this one. Next I'm going to create a brightness contrast adjustment layer. Again right click and clip mask the layer. I'm going with 4 for brightness and -20 for contrast. Bottom part of the model image looks little darker. We're going to make it brighter. For that, create another brightness contrast adjustment layer, clip mask layer. I'm going to increase the brightness around 43. Fine. Of course, we want only the bottom part to be brighter, not the top part, so that we're going to use masking technique. Select the mask layer. Now go to color picker, select black color and fill the color using keyboard shortcut Alt backspace. Now go to color picker, select white color. Now pick the brush tool, soft round brush. Now I'm going to unmask the bottom part so that it looks brighter. There you go. Next, we are going to add a jewel ornament to top and bottom part of the model image. For that, go to the project file, open the jewel stock image inside Photoshop. Drag and drop the stock image inside our canvas. Now create a new group, name it as jewel. Now place the stock image inside the group. Now enable free transform tool and resize the stock image. Make sure it aligns with the stock image neatly. Now we are going to take care of those black part and those tattoos of the model image by using clone stamp technique. For that, we need to select the model image layer. Now select the clone stamp tool, this one. I'm going with the soft round brush, this one. We can't use clone stamp technique on smart object layer, so we need to rasterize the layer. Now select the model image layer, right click, rasterize the layer. Now we can use clone stamp technique. Now I'll increase the size of the brush a little bit. Now select the clone source. I'm going with this one, this spot. Now hold Alt key and select the spot you want. Now you can replace the dark and tattoo part by repeating the very same step. Hold Alt key in your keyboard and select the clone source. And you can replace the parts you don't want. Using the same clone stamp technique, hide all those dark parts so that our ornament blends with the model image neatly. Once we are done, now roll back to the jewel ornament layer. We are going to create series of color adjustment layers so that our ornament blends with the model image neatly. Let's start by creating a color lookup layer. Right click and clip mask the layer. I'll change the option as futuristic bleak. I'll change the blending mode to light color. Next, I'm going to create a brightness contrast adjustment layer. Clip mask the layer. Now I'll bring the brightness down to -2 and contrast to -38. Fine. Next, I'm going to create a curves adjustment layer. Yes, again clip mask this layer. Now I'm going to move the green curve a little bit up and blue curve also a little bit up. Next, I'm going to create another brightness contrast adjustment layer. Clip mask the layer. I'm going with 4 and -6 for brightness and contrast. Next, let's create another color lookup layer. Clip mask the layer. Going with futuristic bleak. This time I'm reducing the opacity down to 60%. Next, we are going to create another layer. I'll change the blending mode to color dodge. We're going to add glow effect. For that, go to the color picker. Now enable the color palette. Go to color picker, sample and select this green color. Next, pick the brush tool. I'm going with soft round brush, this one. Increase the size, reduce the size a little bit and give a single click so that we will get a super cool glow effect like so. Now our ornament design is ready. Now all you got to do is create a duplicate copy, because we're going to move the ornament layer to top part to make it look like a necklace for the model image. Create a duplicate copy, move it down and place it inside the image folder. Now enable free transform tool, Ctrl T, and resize the image. I'll place it here. in such a way it blends with the model image. Okay, so we need to fill few spots. For that we're going to use clone stamp technique. Select the jewel layer. Now select the clone stamp tool. I'm going with the hard round brush this time. Now zoom in, select the clone source by holding Alt key in your keyboard. Now create few beads like so. There you go. Now our necklace ornament is ready. Next I'll disable the color palette. Next we're going to drop in our lightning stock image. Go to the project file, drag and drop the model image, lightning image inside our canvas. I'll place it inside background folder, exactly right above our background image. Fine. Now I'm going to change the blending mode to screen so that those dark parts will turn invisible. Now enable free transform tool, Ctrl T, and give a slight rotation. I'll place it here. There you go. Now I'm going to create few more duplicate copies and I'm going to rotate the stock images a little bit to create dramatic lightning kind of effect. Once you're done, we're going to add another background image. For that, go to the project file, open the cross stock image inside Photoshop, drag and drop the stock image inside of a canvas. Make sure to place it inside background folder. Now enable free transform tool and resize it. Fine, I'll change the blending mode to soft light. Next we're going to add layer mask to our stock image. Now go to color picker, select black color. Now pick the brush tool. I'm going with soft round brush. Give few clicks so that the stock image blends with the background image neatly. There you go. Once you're done, next we're going to add crow stock images. For that, go to the project file, open the crow image inside of Photoshop, place it right above the background image. By enabling free transform tool, resize it. I'll place it here. Now I'm going to reduce the opacity down to 70% so that it blends with the background image neatly. Next I'm going to add another one. Drag and drop, resize it. I'll give a slight rotation. I'm going to reduce the opacity down to 70%. There you go. Next, go to the FX folder, create a layer. We're going to drop in our fire stock image. Go to the project file, drag and drop the stock image inside our canvas. I'll place it on left side, give a slight rotation. Fine. Now I'm going to change the blending mode to screen. Next I'll create a duplicate copy, Ctrl J, move it to right side, enable free transform tool, Ctrl T, and give a slight rotation. Fine, I'll settle this one. Next we are going to change the color of the fire stock image. This one is optional. I'm going to create a hue saturation adjustment layer. Right click and clip mask the layer. Now I'm going to play with the saturation and hue color bar to create such kind of dramatic red color. I'll repeat the very same step. Create a hue saturation layer, clip mask, play with the color bar to create such kind of dramatic red color. Next we are going to create series of color adjustment layer to get the desired dramatic effect we want. Let's start by creating a color lookup layer. This one. Now I'll change the option to crisp warm. I'll change the blending mode to multiply. reduce the opacity down to 20%. Next, I'm going to create another color lookup layer. This time I'm going to select foggy nights. I'll change the opacity down to 46%. Next, enable the color palette. Next, we're going to create a gradient map adjustment layer. There I'm going to select violet to dark violet gradient, this one. If you want to use exactly the same color, means you can sample those colors from the color palette I've given and you can create your own gradient map. Once you're done, click OK. Now I'm going to change the blending mode to soft light. I'll reduce the opacity down to 80%. Now the image looks a little bit darker, so let's make a little bit brighter. Create a brightness adjustment layer. I'll increase the brightness to 44%. Fine. Now our image is almost ready. As a final step, we are going to merge all our layers into a single layer by using keyboard shortcut Alt Shift Control E. There you go. Now go to Filter, Camera Raw Filter. Now increase the vibrance and saturations a little bit. Now go to Presets, select Medium Vignette Effect. In shortening, I'm going to select Medium. Next, in Creative, I'm going to select Warm Contrast followed by Vintage Instant. Now click OK. There you go. Now our poster is ready. So that's it guys, I hope this video is useful to you. Don't forget to hit the like button for more tutorials, subscribe to my channel, and please do check out my other videos. Thanks for watching, take care.